Have you ever walked into a room and noticed someone who didn't say a word, yet everyone seemed to respect them? They weren't the loudest, they didn't seek attention, but somehow their presence was powerful. What made them stand out? Was it their confidence, their calmness, or something even deeper? Imagine having that kind of influence without saying a single word. Imagine being valued simply by who you are, not by what you say. How is that possible? The ancient Stoics knew the answer. They mastered the art of commanding respect without speaking much. They understood that actions are far more powerful than words. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This quote holds a powerful lesson. It means that value doesn't come from talking about your worth. It comes from living it. It comes from showing it through your actions, through your presence, through your character. But how do you develop this silent power? How can you make people respect you without speaking? The secret lies in understanding human nature and mastering yourself. It begins with controlling your emotions. Think about it. Have you ever seen a truly respected person lose their temper in public? Probably not. That's because emotional control is a sign of strength. When you don't react impulsively, you show that you're not easily shaken. People admire that. They feel safe around you because they know you're grounded and composed. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, taught that we should not let things outside our control disturb our peace. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the key to emotional mastery. It means you must stay calm even when life gets challenging. It means not letting others push your buttons. When people see that you are not easily provoked, they realize your power. You become a person of value because you're not controlled by emotions or circumstances. Another secret to being valued without speaking is the art of observation. The Stoics were masters of this. They watched and listened more than they spoke. They understood that knowledge comes from observation, not from talking. When you truly listen to others, you make them feel important. You understand them better, and this makes your words more meaningful when you finally speak. People respect those who listen because it shows patience and wisdom. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone was just waiting to talk, not really listening? It feels frustrating, right? That's why listening is so powerful. It's rare. Seneca, a well-known Stoic, once said, "Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings. In silence, you learn. In silence, you observe. In silence, you gain wisdom. And wisdom is what truly makes you valuable." Body language also plays a big role in silent influence. Stoics understood that your posture, eye contact, and facial expressions communicate more than words. Standing tall, keeping your shoulders relaxed, and maintaining calm eye contact show confidence. It tells people you're comfortable with yourself. It shows you're not seeking approval or attention. This quiet confidence makes people respect you without you needing to say a thing. Marcus Aurelius believed in carrying oneself with dignity. He wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This means not lowering yourself to negative behavior, even in body language. It's about staying calm and composed, no matter what others do. When you do this, people notice. They see your strength. They value your presence. Another way to be valued without speaking is by living with integrity and discipline. The Stoics were extremely disciplined. They didn't just talk about virtues like courage, wisdom, and justice. They lived them every day. They showed consistency in their actions. When they made promises, they kept them. When they set goals, they worked tirelessly to achieve them. This kind of discipline builds trust, and trust is the foundation of respect and value. Imagine someone who always keeps their word, someone who shows up when they say they will, someone who consistently puts effort into their work, their relationships, and their character. Wouldn't you respect that person? That's the power of discipline. It speaks louder than any words. Humility is another Stoic secret to being valued without saying much. The Stoics didn't boast about their achievements. They didn't seek praise or recognition. They were humble, and they helped others quietly. This humility made them even more admirable. It's easy to talk about your successes, but it takes true strength to stay humble. People are naturally drawn to those who don't seek attention. They value them more because they see genuine character. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This is a powerful reminder that your actions should reflect your values. If you live with integrity, people will see it. If you act with kindness and humility, people will feel it. You don't need to say a word. Your actions will speak for you. But remember, being valued without speaking isn't about being silent all the time. It's about knowing when to speak and when to listen. It's about choosing your words wisely. When you do speak, people will listen because they know you don't waste words. This makes your voice more powerful. To truly be valued, you must live with purpose. The Stoics believed in living according to nature, fulfilling your role in the world with honor and virtue. They focused on what they could control and let go of what they couldn't. This gave them peace and strength. When you live with this kind of purpose, people notice. They see your dedication, your passion, your discipline, and they respect you for it. So, the next time you enter a room, remember that your presence, your character, and your actions are speaking for you. Practice calmness. Master your emotions. Listen more than you speak. Stand tall, live with discipline, and stay humble. These are the secrets to being valued without saying a single word. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Let your actions define you. Let your character speak. In a world full of noise, be the quiet strength that people admire. Be the person whose presence is enough. That's the Stoic way. Let's start the journey of greatness, the power of presence. Have you ever met someone who didn't say much, but still left a deep impression? Their calmness, their posture, their very presence seemed to fill the room. How do they do it? How can someone be so influential without uttering a single word? This is the power of presence, and the Stoics understood it better than anyone else. They knew that true power comes not from words, but from how you carry yourself, how you control your emotions, and how you live your values. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that who you are on the inside reflects on the outside. If you're calm, confident, and at peace, people will feel it without you saying anything. Your presence alone will communicate strength and stability. This is why the Stoics focus so much on mastering their inner world. They knew that once you control your mind, you control your presence. But how exactly can you develop this powerful presence? It starts with self-awareness. You need to understand your own emotions and thoughts. When you walk into a room, do you feel nervous or insecure? Do you constantly worry about what others think of you? If so, people will sense it. But if you enter with calmness and confidence, people will respect you without you saying a word. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This is the key to presence. If you can master yourself, your fears, your desires, your emotions, you will naturally radiate confidence. People will be drawn to your stability. They will trust you because they can see that you are not easily shaken. One way to achieve this is by practicing emotional control. Imagine someone who loses their temper easily or reacts impulsively to every little thing. They appear weak, out of control. Now imagine someone who stays calm, even in difficult situations. Their presence alone demands respect. This is why Stoics trained themselves to remain calm and composed. They understood that real power lies in staying steady, no matter the storm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote is a powerful reminder that presence comes from within. It's not about controlling others or your environment. It's about controlling your own mind. When you do that, nothing can disturb your peace. And when people see that unshakable peace, they naturally value you. Another element of powerful presence is silence. The Stoics were masters of silence. They knew that silence is more powerful than noise. When you don't speak unnecessarily, you create an aura of mystery. People become curious. They pay attention when you finally do speak because they know you don't waste words. This is how you make your words more valuable, by speaking less. Seneca, a well-known Stoic, said, "Speech is the mirror of the mind." This means that your words reflect your thoughts. If your mind is chaotic, your words will be too. But if your mind is calm and focused, your words will carry weight. This is why Stoics practice thinking before speaking. They didn't react impulsively. They observed, they listened, and they chose their words carefully. This made their presence powerful, even in silence. Have you noticed how powerful a calm gaze can be? The Stoics understood the importance of body language. They knew that the way you stand, the way you look, the way you breathe, everything communicates who you are. If you stand tall, with relaxed shoulders and steady eye contact, you show confidence and calmness. This kind of body language speaks louder than words. It shows you're comfortable in your own skin. It shows you're not seeking approval. Epictetus advised his students to carry themselves with dignity. He believed that your posture and movements should reflect self-respect. This doesn't mean being arrogant. It means being comfortable with yourself. It means walking with purpose, sitting with ease, and maintaining calm eye contact. When you do this, people feel your presence. They sense your strength without you needing to prove anything. The Stoics also understood the power of patience. In today's world, everyone is in a rush to speak, to react, to be noticed. But the Stoics practiced patience. They didn't rush to fill the silence. They were comfortable with pauses. They allowed others to speak without interrupting. This patience made them stand out. It showed that they were in control, not driven by impulse. Seneca wisely noted, "True power is the ability to remain calm in a world that is constantly trying to make you angry." This is the essence of powerful presence. When you're not easily provoked, people respect you. They admire your patience and self-control. They see that you are not a slave to emotions, and this makes your presence strong. Discipline is another foundation of powerful presence. The Stoics lived disciplined lives. They maintained routines, controlled their desires, and focused on self-improvement. This discipline gave them confidence because they were not easily swayed by temptations or distractions. They were consistent in their actions, which built trust and respect. When people see that you're disciplined, they know they can rely on you. They value you more because they see your commitment to your principles. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This shows that presence isn't about pretending or performing. It's about living your values. It's about being genuine and consistent. When you live with integrity, people feel it. They respect you because they see that you're not just talking, you're living your philosophy. Lastly, humility adds depth to your presence. The Stoics believed in humility, not arrogance. They didn't boast about their achievements. They didn't seek praise. They did what was right without expecting recognition. This humility made their presence even more powerful because people saw their strength without any need for validation. It showed true character. Epictetus reminded his students, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This is the ultimate secret to powerful presence. You don't need to tell people who you are, just live it. Your actions, your discipline, your calmness, and your humility will speak for you. Your presence will be enough. In a world full of noise and show, true power lies in quiet strength. Master yourself, live with integrity, and stay humble. Let your presence do the talking. That's the Stoic way. Control over emotions. Imagine walking into a room where people are arguing, emotions are high, and voices are loud. In the middle of it all, one person stands calm, unmoved by the chaos. They listen carefully, observe quietly, and when they finally speak, their words are clear and powerful. How do they do it? What makes them so different? The answer is emotional control, a key Stoic principle that gives you power without saying a word. The Stoics believed that emotions are like wild horses. If you don't learn to control them, they will control you. But once you master them, you become unstoppable. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." This means that real power isn't about controlling others or the situation. It's about controlling yourself, your anger, your fear, your desires. When you master your emotions, you gain the respect and admiration of those around you. Think about it. When was the last time you lost your temper? Maybe someone insulted you, or you faced a frustrating situation. In that moment, did you feel powerful or powerless? Anger might make you feel strong for a second, but losing control always leaves you feeling weak afterward. The Stoics understood this. They knew that emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear make you vulnerable. If someone can make you angry, they control you. If someone can make you fearful, they own you. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that no one can control how you feel. Only you have that power. The Stoics practiced this daily. They trained themselves to respond calmly, no matter the situation. They understood that while they couldn't control what happened to them, they could always control how they reacted. But how do you actually control your emotions? It starts with awareness. You must learn to observe your feelings without letting them take over. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." For example, if someone insults you, the words themselves don't harm you. It's your reaction, your anger, your hurt, that causes pain. If you can learn to see the insult as just words, it loses its power over you. One technique the Stoics used is called premeditatio malorum, which means premeditation of evils. They imagined the worst possible scenarios before they happened. By doing this, they prepared their minds and emotions. They asked themselves, what if I lose my job? What if someone betrays me? What if I fall ill? By thinking about these possibilities calmly and rationally, they were ready to face them with emotional control if they ever occurred. This way, nothing could catch them off guard. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. He would remind himself that people are imperfect and that they might be rude, selfish, or dishonest. By expecting imperfection, he trained his emotions to stay calm when people disappointed him. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil." This prepared him to respond with patience instead of anger. Another powerful Stoic tool for emotional control is detachment. The Stoics believed that suffering comes from attachment to outcomes, possessions, or people. They practiced seeing things as temporary and outside their control. This detachment gave them emotional freedom. They could enjoy life's pleasures without becoming slaves to them. They could face life's difficulties without being crushed by them. Epictetus taught, "Don't seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happens the way it happens. Then you will be happy." This isn't about being passive or indifferent. It's about accepting reality and focusing on what you can control, your own actions and thoughts. When you let go of trying to control everything, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. The Stoics also practiced reframing, changing how they viewed situations to control their emotions. For example, if they faced a setback, they didn't see it as failure, but as a lesson. If they lost something valuable, they reminded themselves that everything is temporary. By changing their perspective, they change their emotional response. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that most of our pain comes from how we think about events, not the events themselves. By changing how you think, you can change how you feel. For instance, if someone criticizes you, instead of getting angry or hurt, you can choose to see it as feedback for growth. This shift in perspective gives you emotional power. Breathing and mindfulness were also important for the Stoics. Deep, slow breathing calms the mind and body, helping you regain control over your emotions. When faced with anger or anxiety, the Stoics would take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect. This pause gave them the space to choose their response instead of reacting impulsively. Have you noticed how powerful silence can be when emotions are high? The Stoics understood this. They practiced the art of staying silent when angry. They knew that words spoken in anger often cause regret. Instead of reacting immediately, they would stay silent, allowing their emotions to settle before responding. This showed incredible self-control and strength. Seneca advised, "If you want to avoid anger, don't be quick to speak." Silence not only helps you control your emotions, but also makes your presence more powerful. People respect those who don't react impulsively. They value the words of someone who speaks thoughtfully and calmly. The Stoics also practiced gratitude to control negative emotions. They reminded themselves daily of the things they were thankful for: health, family, friends, and even challenges that made them stronger. By focusing on gratitude, they reduced feelings of envy, frustration, and anger. They learned to appreciate what they had instead of complaining about what they lacked. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This simple shift in focus changed their emotional state. They found joy and contentment even in difficult circumstances. In today's world, emotional control is more important than ever. Social media, news, and daily interactions constantly test our patience and peace of mind. But by practicing these Stoic techniques, awareness, detachment, reframing, silence, and gratitude, you can master your emotions. You can walk into any situation with calm confidence. You can influence others without saying a word. The power of emotional control isn't just about staying calm. It's about showing others that you're not easily shaken. It's about proving that you're in charge of yourself, no matter what happens around you. This quiet strength creates respect and admiration. It makes people value you because they see that you're not ruled by impulse or fear. Mastering your emotions isn't easy, but it's worth it. When you control your emotions, you control your life. And in a noisy world full of reactions and drama, your calm presence will speak louder than words. That's the power of emotional control. The Stoic way. Master the art of observation. Imagine being in a room full of people. Everyone is talking, laughing, and trying to get attention. But in one corner, there's someone who isn't saying much. They are just watching, quietly noticing everything. They see who is confident and who is pretending. They see who is genuine and who is fake. Without saying a word, they understand more than everyone else in the room. That's the power of observation, the silent strength that makes you valuable without speaking. The Stoics were masters of observation. They believed that to understand life, you must first learn to watch and listen. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This means that wisdom comes from paying attention, not from talking. By observing carefully, you learn about people's true intentions, their fears, and their desires. You see the world as it is, not as people pretend it to be. But observation isn't just about watching others. It's also about watching yourself. The Stoics practiced self-observation to understand their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. They believed that by observing themselves honestly, they could see their own weaknesses and work on them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe yourself as you observe others. See your own flaws with the same clarity." This self-awareness made them better, wiser, and more powerful. Why is observation so powerful? Because most people are too busy talking or thinking about themselves. They miss important details. They react impulsively without fully understanding the situation. But when you observe quietly, you gain information others don't have. You see the truth behind words. You notice body language, tone of voice, and small gestures that reveal more than words ever could. This silent knowledge gives you an advantage. Think about someone you admire, someone who seems to always understand what's going on without saying much. They know who to trust and who to avoid. They know when to speak and when to stay silent. This isn't luck. It's the result of keen observation. They watch, they learn, and then they act with precision. This makes their words and actions powerful because they come from a place of understanding. Seneca said, "Nothing is as deceptive as the appearance of humility. It is often only carelessness of opinion, and sometimes an indirect boast." This teaches us that people are not always what they seem. Some people pretend to be humble to gain sympathy or respect. Others act confident to hide their insecurities. But if you observe closely, you can see through these masks. You learn to read people's true intentions, which helps you make better decisions. But how do you master the art of observation? It starts with silence. In a world full of noise, staying silent is powerful. It allows you to listen carefully, to notice things others miss. When you're not busy thinking about what to say next, you become fully present. You observe with all your senses. You see body language, hear tone changes, and feel the mood in the room. This gives you a deeper understanding of the situation. The Stoics practice silence as a way to sharpen their observation skills. They knew that by staying quiet, they could learn more. Epictetus taught, "Be silent for the most part, or if you speak, say only what is necessary and in few words." This doesn't mean you should never speak. It means you should speak with purpose, only after fully understanding the situation. When you do this, your words carry more weight because people know you speak with thoughtfulness. Another key to mastering observation is patience. Most people are quick to judge. They see something and immediately form an opinion. But the Stoics taught that first impressions are often wrong. They practiced patience in observation. They watched for patterns over time instead of reacting to one event. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Observe carefully, but do not rush to conclusions. Time reveals truth." This means that by waiting and watching, you see the full picture. Patience also helps you see beyond words. People often say what they think others want to hear, but their actions reveal the truth. By patiently observing actions instead of just listening to words, you learn who is trustworthy and who is not. You learn who keeps their promises and who only talks big. This makes you a better judge of character. To observe well, you must also stay objective. The Stoics believed that emotions cloud judgment. If you're angry, fearful, or overly excited, you see what you want to see, not what is real. They practiced emotional detachment to keep their observations clear and unbiased. Seneca wrote, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Observe calmly and without fear." This means that by staying calm, you see things as they are, not as you fear or hope them to be. But observation isn't just about noticing people's weaknesses or lies. It's also about noticing good qualities, courage, kindness, intelligence, and generosity. By observing the strengths of others, you learn from them. You see what makes them respected and successful. You can then adopt these qualities in your own life, growing silently stronger. The Stoics also observed nature to learn life lessons. They watched how rivers flowed around rocks instead of fighting them. They saw how trees bent in the wind but didn't break. From this, they learned resilience and adaptability. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe how all things change and how fleeting is time. Learn from nature's flow." By observing nature, they understood the importance of patience, change, and letting go. Observation also helps you understand the bigger picture. Most people get lost in small details and miss the larger pattern, but the Stoics practiced seeing beyond the moment. They observed how events connected and how actions led to consequences. This gave them strategic wisdom. They didn't just react to problems, they anticipated them. They didn't just focus on short-term gains, they planned for long-term success. Epictetus taught, "First learn the meaning of what you say and then speak." This means that by observing and understanding before speaking, you gain clarity and wisdom. You avoid foolish mistakes. You gain respect because people see that you think before you act. Mastering observation isn't about being silent all the time. It's about speaking at the right moment with full understanding. It's about acting with precision and purpose. When you observe well, you see more, understand more, and achieve more without needing to say much. Your presence alone becomes powerful because people sense that you know more than you reveal. In today's noisy world, the power of observation is rare and valuable. It sets you apart. It gives you silent influence. It makes people value you because they sense your deep understanding. By mastering the art of observation, you become powerful without needing to speak. That's the Stoic way. Posture and body language. Imagine walking into a room where everyone is busy talking. In the middle of all the noise, one person stands out. They're not speaking, but their presence is powerful. Their posture is straight, their head is held high, and they move with calmness. They don't need to say a word, yet they command respect. This is the silent power of posture and body language. It communicates confidence, strength, and wisdom without a single sound. The Stoics understood the importance of posture and body language. They believed that how you carry yourself reflects your state of mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that if your mind is strong and calm, your body will reflect that. You will stand tall and move with purpose. But if your mind is troubled or fearful, your body will show weakness, slouched shoulders, restless movements, or nervous gestures. Posture is the first thing people notice about you. It speaks before you even open your mouth. A straight back and relaxed shoulders show confidence and self-respect. It signals that you are comfortable in your own skin. Epictetus taught, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This isn't about wearing fancy clothes, it's about wearing confidence. When you stand tall, you show that you value yourself. And when you value yourself, others are more likely to value you too. But posture isn't just about looking confident. It also affects how you feel. Studies show that standing tall with open shoulders reduces stress and boosts positive feelings. The Stoics knew this long before science proved it. They practiced strong posture to maintain a strong mind. Seneca wrote, "Hold yourself erect, and you will find your mind following suit." This means that by keeping your body strong, you help your mind stay strong too. Body language goes beyond posture. It includes facial expressions, eye contact, and hand movements. A calm face shows emotional control. In Stoicism, emotional control is a sign of wisdom and strength. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In body language, this means showing calmness instead of just talking about it. When your face is calm, it shows that you are not easily shaken by external events. It shows silent power. Eye contact is another powerful tool. It shows attention, respect, and confidence. But it must be balanced. Too little eye contact shows insecurity. Too much can seem aggressive. The Stoics believed in balance in all things. They practiced calm, steady eye contact to show focus without intimidation. Epictetus said, "First, learn the meaning of what you see, then learn to see it." This teaches that good eye contact comes from truly observing and understanding the person in front of you. Your movements also speak loudly. Quick, restless movements show anxiety or impatience, but slow, deliberate movements show calmness and control. The Stoics moved with purpose, never rushing, never fidgeting. They understood that calm movements show a calm mind. Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This applies to movements too. When you move slowly and thoughtfully, you show that you are in control of yourself. Even the way you sit matters. Slouching shows laziness or low confidence. Sitting upright shows alertness and respect. The Stoics believed in staying ready and attentive at all times. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it." Sitting upright shows that you are unshakable, no matter what happens around you. Hands also reveal much about a person. Crossing arms or clenching fists shows defensiveness or anger. But open hands, resting calmly, show trust and confidence. The Stoics used open body language to show they had nothing to hide. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Open body language shows that you are free from fear or insecurity. It shows that you are in control. But mastering posture and body language isn't about pretending or acting. It's about aligning your outer self with your inner self. The Stoics believed that true confidence comes from within. If your mind is strong, your body will naturally show it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This means that no matter how others act, you remain calm and composed. Your body language shows dignity and self-respect. The key to powerful body language is mindfulness. You must be aware of how you carry yourself at all times. The Stoics practiced constant self-awareness. They watched their own movements and adjusted them to show strength and calmness. Seneca said, "A wise man is calm and untroubled." By staying mindful of your body language, you show wisdom without saying a word. One powerful technique is to mirror nature. The Stoics observed nature to learn how to act. They noticed how mountains stood firm and unmovable. They saw how rivers flowed calmly around obstacles without resistance. They learned to stand firm like mountains and move calmly like rivers. This gave their body language a natural strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe how all things change, yet nothing is lost." By observing nature, they learned to move with purpose and patience. Your body language also affects how others see you. People judge confidence, trustworthiness, and power through body language. If you stand tall and move calmly, people will see you as confident and wise. They will respect you without needing to hear your words. Epictetus taught, "Appearances are of no use at all if you are not truly virtuous." This means that genuine power comes from true inner strength, reflected in your body language. But remember, the goal isn't to manipulate others. The Stoics valued authenticity. They believed in showing who you truly are through your actions and posture. If you are confident inside, your body will naturally show it. If you are calm inside, your movements will be calm too. The goal is to cultivate inner strength and let your body language reflect it honestly. In a world full of noise and words, powerful body language is rare and valuable. It speaks louder than words and lasts longer in people's minds. When you master posture and body language, you communicate strength, wisdom, and confidence without needing to say a single word. That's the silent power of the Stoic way. Discipline in actions. Actions speak louder than words. What you do shows who you are more than anything you say. In Stoicism, discipline in actions is one of the highest virtues. It means doing the right thing even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. It means being consistent, reliable, and true to your values. When you master discipline in actions, you earn respect and admiration without asking for it. You show strength without boasting. You become powerful without saying a single word. The Stoics understood that discipline is the foundation of greatness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means that actions are more important than opinions or words. You don't need to explain yourself or prove your worth with words. Your actions will do that for you. When you consistently do the right thing, people notice. They see your integrity, your commitment, and your strength. Discipline is about control. control over your desires, impulses, and habits. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If you cannot control your actions, then you are a slave to your emotions and desires. But when you master self-control, you gain freedom and power. You can choose your actions wisely instead of reacting impulsively. This silent power commands respect because it shows that you are not easily influenced by external events or emotions. A key part of discipline is consistency. Anyone can do the right thing once, but discipline means doing it again and again. It means keeping your promises, following through on your commitments, and staying true to your values, no matter what. Seneca wrote, "Hold to your purpose unswervingly." This means that no matter how hard it gets, you don't quit. This consistency builds trust. People respect those who are reliable and dependable. Your silent consistency speaks louder than empty promises. Discipline also means taking responsibility for your actions. The Stoics never blamed others or made excuses. They believed in owning their choices and their consequences. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that no matter what happens, you are responsible for how you respond. This responsibility is a sign of strength and maturity. It shows that you are in control of your life, not a victim of circumstances. One powerful way to practice discipline is through daily routines. The Stoics were strict about their habits because they knew that small actions repeated daily lead to greatness. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means setting clear goals and then creating routines that support those goals. When you follow disciplined routines, you show that you are focused and committed. People respect those who are dedicated and hardworking. Discipline also means controlling your time and energy. Time is the most valuable resource, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The Stoics were very careful with how they spent their time. They avoided distractions and focused only on what truly mattered. When you use your time wisely, you show that you are purposeful and serious about your life. This silent focus commands respect. Another aspect of discipline is doing the hard things without complaint. The Stoics believed that hardships build strength. They faced difficulties with courage and patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities for growth. When you face challenges with discipline and courage, people see your resilience. They admire your strength and endurance. Discipline in actions also means speaking less and doing more. In today's world, people talk too much and do too little. But the Stoics knew that words are cheap. They believed in letting actions speak for themselves. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This means that you don't need to announce your goals or explain your values. Just live them. Let your actions show who you are. This silent integrity is more powerful than any speech. But discipline is not about perfection. It's about continuous improvement. The Stoics believed in progress, not perfection. They practiced self-discipline daily, knowing that mastery takes time. Seneca wrote, "While we teach, we learn." This means that every effort, every practice is a step toward greatness. Even when you fail, you get up and try again. This perseverance shows strength and humility. People respect those who are constantly improving themselves. Discipline also means staying calm under pressure. In difficult situations, emotions can cloud judgment. But the Stoics practiced emotional control to act wisely and calmly. Marcus Aurelius advised, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. This means that you control how you react. When you stay calm and disciplined in tough times, people see your mental strength. They respect your composure and self-mastery. Discipline is also about sacrifice. To achieve greatness, you must give up distractions, bad habits, and time-wasting activities. The Stoics believed in living simply and focusing only on what matters. Epictetus taught, if you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or stupid in extraneous matters. This means letting go of unnecessary things to focus on what truly matters. When you make these sacrifices, you show that you are serious about your purpose. This silent dedication earns respect. But the most important discipline is moral discipline. It means always choosing the right thing, even when it's hard. It means staying honest, kind, and just. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good. Marcus Aurelius wrote, just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. When you live by strong morals, you become trustworthy and honorable. People respect your integrity without needing any explanations. Discipline in actions is the key to silent power. It shows that you are in control, focused, and committed. It builds trust, respect, and admiration without needing words. In a noisy world, full of empty promises and broken commitments, disciplined actions stand out. They speak louder than any words. They show who you truly are. That's the Stoic way. Practice humility and kindness. Humility and kindness are silent powers. They don't need loud words or grand gestures, yet they leave a deep impact. In Stoicism, these virtues are signs of strength and wisdom. They show that you are confident enough not to boast and strong enough to be gentle. When you practice humility and kindness, people respect you without you asking for it. You become valuable without saying a single word. Humility is about knowing your true worth without needing to prove it to others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others, unless you are referring to some public interest. This means that you don't need to seek approval or praise. You focus on your own growth and actions. When you are humble, people notice your quiet confidence. You don't compete or compare because you know your value is not based on others' opinions. Humility also means being open to learning. The Stoics believed that wisdom is endless. No matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. Epictetus said, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Humble people are curious and willing to listen. They don't pretend to have all the answers. This openness makes them approachable and wise. People respect those who are willing to learn and grow. A humble person does not need to boast about achievements. In today's world, people often brag to feel important. But the Stoics knew that true greatness does not need praise. Seneca wrote, it is the sign of a great mind to dislike greatness and to prefer things in measure to things in excess. This means that true greatness is quiet. It does not seek attention. When you achieve without boasting, people see your quiet strength. They admire your silent confidence. Humility also means accepting your flaws and mistakes. The Stoics believed in self-awareness and continuous improvement. Marcus Aurelius advised, if anyone can prove and show to me that I think or act wrongly, I will gladly change it. for I seek the truth. This means that being wrong is not a weakness if you are willing to learn from it. When you accept your flaws humbly, you show courage and honesty. People trust those who admit their mistakes because it shows integrity. But humility is not about thinking less of yourself. It's about thinking of yourself less. It means focusing on the bigger picture instead of your ego. Epictetus taught, "Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and your life will go smoothly." This means letting go of control and accepting life as it is. When you are humble, you don't need to be the center of attention. You find peace in serving a greater purpose. Kindness, on the other hand, is the strength to be gentle, even when the world is harsh. It is the courage to care without expecting anything in return. The Stoics believed in treating everyone with respect and compassion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Kindness is invincible if it be sincere, free from hypocrisy." This means that genuine kindness is powerful because it comes from the heart. It cannot be defeated because it expects nothing in return. Kindness is not about weakness. It is about strength under control. It is the power to choose love over hate, patience over anger, and understanding over judgment. Seneca wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." This means that every person deserves respect and compassion. When you are kind to others, even to those who are unkind, you show strength and wisdom. People respect those who can stay calm and kind in difficult situations. The Stoics practiced kindness because they believed that all humans are connected. Marcus Aurelius said, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower." This means that we are all part of the same human family. When you see others as equals, you treat them with respect and kindness. You don't look down on anyone. This humility and empathy make you silently powerful. Kindness also means helping others without expecting praise or rewards. The Stoics believed in selfless service. Epictetus advised, "What good is a philosopher who doesn't hurt anybody's feelings?" This means that true kindness is not about pleasing people, but about genuinely helping them grow. When you help others silently and selflessly, they remember your generosity. They value your presence even when you don't ask for recognition. Humility and kindness together create silent influence. They make people feel respected and valued. They create trust and loyalty. When people feel safe around you, they listen to you without you needing to speak loudly. Your gentle actions leave a lasting impact. Your quiet humility becomes your greatest strength. But practicing humility and kindness is not always easy. It requires patience, courage, and self-control. The world is full of ego battles and selfishness. But the Stoics taught that the best way to win is not to fight. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This means that you don't need to lower yourself to others' negativity. By staying humble and kind, you rise above conflicts. You show strength through patience and wisdom. Humility and kindness also require forgiveness. The Stoics believed that anger is a waste of energy. Seneca wrote, "Anger, an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured." When you let go of grudges, you free yourself from bitterness. You show emotional strength and maturity. People respect those who can forgive and move forward peacefully. Practicing humility and kindness also means being patient. In today's fast-paced world, people are quick to judge and react. But the Stoics practiced patience and understanding. Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This means that listening is a form of kindness. When you listen patiently, you show respect and empathy. People feel valued and understood, and they respect you in return. Humility and kindness are the silent forces that move the world. They do not need loud words or dramatic actions. They do not seek praise or recognition. But they leave a deep and lasting impact. They create trust, respect, and loyalty. In a noisy world full of ego and conflict, humility and kindness stand out. They make you powerful without saying a single word. Throughout this journey, we have explored the silent powers of presence, control over emotions, observation, body language, discipline, humility, and kindness. These Stoic principles teach us that true influence doesn't require loud words or dramatic gestures. Instead, it lies in how you carry yourself, how you control your inner world, and how you treat others. When you master these silent powers, you become valuable without saying a single word. You become respected without asking for attention. The power of presence is the ability to be fully aware and grounded in the moment. It is about showing up with purpose and clarity. When you are present, people feel your energy and confidence. They sense your calmness and focus. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This reminds us that true power begins within. When your mind is calm and focused, your presence becomes powerful. You don't need to prove yourself. Your silent strength speaks for itself. Control over emotions is the key to mastering yourself. The Stoics believed that emotional control is the path to true freedom. When you control your reactions, you control your destiny. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that your power lies in your response, not in the events themselves. By staying calm and composed, you show strength and maturity. People respect those who don't lose control under pressure. Your emotional discipline becomes your silent armor. Observation is the art of understanding people without speaking. It is about listening with your eyes and being aware of subtle details. When you observe quietly, you learn more than when you speak. You understand people's motivations, emotions, and intentions. Seneca advised, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. This teaches us the value of listening more and talking less. When you master the art of observation, you gain wisdom and insight. People trust those who understand them without judgment. Posture and body language are silent languages. They communicate confidence, respect, and authority without a single word. When you stand tall, maintain eye contact, and move with purpose, people notice your presence. They feel your strength and confidence. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that your inner state reflects in your body language. When your mind is calm and confident, your posture naturally shows it. You don't need words to make an impact. Your silent presence is enough. Discipline in actions is the foundation of respect and trust. The Stoics believed in leading by example and practicing what you preach. When you are disciplined, consistent, and reliable, people trust you. They respect your work ethic and integrity. Epictetus advised, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means that actions speak louder than words. When you consistently do the right thing, people admire your silent discipline. You don't need to explain yourself. Your actions speak for you. Humility and kindness are the quiet powers that leave a lasting impact. They don't seek praise or recognition, yet they create respect and loyalty. When you are humble, you don't need to boast about your achievements. When you are kind, you don't need to demand respect. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means that true greatness is shown through actions, not words. When you are humble and kind, people value your presence even in silence. These Stoic principles teach us that silent influence is more powerful than loud words. In a world full of noise and ego, being calm, composed, and kind makes you stand out. You don't need to prove your worth with words. Your actions, presence, and character speak louder. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." This reminds us that success and respect are earned through consistent discipline and silent mastery. But practicing these silent powers is not easy. It requires patience, courage, and self-awareness. It requires letting go of ego and controlling your emotions. It requires humility to learn and grow, and kindness to understand others. The Stoics knew that true power comes from within. It is not about controlling others, but about mastering yourself. When you conquer yourself, no one can control you. You become free, powerful, and valuable without saying a single word. This journey of silent influence is a lifelong practice. It is about becoming better every day, not to impress others, but to live in harmony with your values. It is about finding strength in humility, courage in kindness, and wisdom in silence. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This means that true freedom and power come from self-mastery. When you are in control of yourself, you influence the world without needing to control others. The power of silence is timeless. It is the calm presence in a noisy room, the steady hand in chaos, and the gentle kindness in a harsh world. It is the quiet discipline that earns respect, the humble confidence that gains trust, and the silent wisdom that guides others. In a world that values loudness, choosing silence is revolutionary. Choosing humility over pride, calmness over anger, and kindness over hate is the true power of Stoicism. To end this journey, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This powerful quote reminds us that strength is not in fighting back, but in staying true to your values. When you practice presence, discipline, humility, and kindness, you rise above conflicts. You show silent strength and wisdom. You become valuable and respected without saying a single word. So, the next time you enter a room, remember, you don't need to speak loudly to be heard. You don't need to prove yourself to be valuable. You don't need to control others to be powerful. Your silent presence, disciplined actions, humble confidence, and kind heart are enough. In a noisy world, be the silent power that moves it. If you found these Stoic tips helpful, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more content like this. Your support means a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.